Folks, we have a different one. We've got a movie today that is not exactly going to be full of the most slam banging action. It's going to have scenery porn. It's going to have any type of special effects or anything like that. No. Instead, we have got to have one of the more interesting movies that I've ever seen. Bastion of the Joan of Arc. Yes. A 1928 black and white French movie that has French titles with English subtitles and a 1.331 aspect ratio, whatever that is. So, spiritual rapture and institutional hypocrisy come to stark, vivid life in one of the most transcendent masterpieces of the silent era, chronicling the trial of Joan of Arc and the hours leading up to her execution. Danish master Carl Theodor Dreyer depicts her torment with startling immediacy, employing an array of techniques, expressionistic lighting, interconnected sets, painfully intimate close-ups to immerse viewers in her subjective experience. Anchoring Dreyer's audacious formal experimentation is a legendary performance by Renee Falconetti, whose haunted face channels both the agony and the ecstasy of martyrdom. Criterion release. Spine number 62. Now, Joan of Arc herself, records of her death are in 1431. Going on the battlefield, trying to liberate, was it the French from the English or something like that? I don't know the full details, but you can see some notes here. A rather sizable booklet. There's like, I believe there are records of her existing, but and she, right up to the day that she died, said, yes, I do believe that she was definitely a martyr sent down from God, here to help, and actually here be faithful and not sell $60 Bibles, or ask $50 million for, what was it? Funds for $50 million for funds, or for a presidential campaign. Let's just say that. This is actually the second French movie that I've seen. And yeah, I'm getting used to French expressionism and things like that. This is what I would call close-up the movie. Zoom in, whatever. First thing I noticed, a serious amount. There's, of course, no makeup in this whatsoever. This was actually meant to authenticate the emotions that are going on, because it's like, it was like Dreyer had these sets constructed of concrete rather than plaster, so that was time having to get everything happened from the shooting on March 1927 to Christmas. And of course there's some people they had to pay a whole, and it's like, for the time it was 9 million francs, I believe. 7 to 9 million francs, when compared to a Napoleon epic at the same time that was 11 million francs. So imagine all these lavish sets, okay? You have all these just beautiful sets, but most of the time you can't even see them. There's the zoom up, there's the face that's going on here. But when you actually see what's going on, the performance of just simply emoting, yes, just gosh darn emoting, it's like, wow. You can see the pain. You can see the you can see the pain. You can see, yes, when she even says, yes, I will be alone with God. You can see the happiness that she's going to feel, because she doesn't have to be exactly, I guess, cross-examined by these priests to say, like, no, you have not been sent by God. You are a false idol, or whatever it is that you want to call. Wow. I mean, when you want to talk about a film that is so performance based, all the members of the clergy is with their style of the hair. What is that hair called? Gosh darn it. Monks have it. Dante Alighieri wore it. Yeah, tonsors, the style of hair that they wear. I know it means something. I forgot what. I think it has to do with rank and position, things like that. There are plenty of close-ups. I mean, sometimes you can. I guess this is all to convey emotion. I mean, even for sometimes when there's you can in order to give it a sense of intimidation, you can even just barely even see spears. This is I mean, this is one of the most epic, just beautiful, surreal movies that I've ever seen. Surprisingly, that what makes this so odd is that two versions exist. There's a 24 frames per second one and a 20 frames per second one. The 20 FPS is one that is 81 minutes long, and the 24 frames one that I watched was 97 minutes long. In my opinion, I felt like the 24 FPS feels like it's more authentic, but I just think that's how it should be viewed. But then again, when Dreyer gave interviews, he didn't exactly state what it was, but there was 2,000 meters of film, according to the essay that was part of the supplements inside here. So you've got both. Yeah, you've also got some bonuses. New 2K visual restoration of the film by Gaumont, presented at 24 frames per second. Alternate presentation of the film at 20 frames per second with original Danish intertitles. 3 scores. Richard Einhorn's Voices of Light, one by Goldfrapp's Will Gregory and Portishead's Adrian Yelty, and one by composer and pianist Maya Yanashita. Audio commentary from 1999 by film scholar Casey Tirbjörg. New interview with Einhorn. New conversation between Gregory and Utley. New video essay by Tirbjörg exploring the debate over the film's frame rate. That was my personal favorite. Interview with 1995 with actor Renee Falconetti's daughter and biographer Helene Falconetti. Origin history, production design, archive, trailer, New English subtitle translations, plus an essay by critic Mark Lofano, a 1929 director's statement by Dreyer, and full libretto for Voices of Light. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to watch a powerful moving film that just yes, even though there's a lot of crap, it's there is a certain joy, if you will, of just seeing powerful performances, and it's just this is what it means to be human. It's yeah, it's what the priests were going through, yeah, you're a servant of Satan, but at the same time, I don't know, they just felt kind of I guess sympathetic for her. You see the scenes, it's you see her being taken to the torture chamber, and she faints, and just over the times hey, I'm gonna die during the final hours of my life. The climax of when she's burnt at the stake, it's just wow. Just seeing all the French people just kind of start revolting. You burned a saint, and chaos just ensues in the 15th century. So if you want a truly powerful 10 out of 10 masterful performance, watch 1928's The Passion of Joan of Arc.